Hello. Today I'll be working on practice problem from chapter 7. Here I chose number 2 on the back of the chapter. And we'll begin by entering this data into my worksheet and calculating the degree of operating leverages, as well as the degree of financial leverage, as well as the degree of combined leverages for all 3 years, and then ultimately creating a line chart showing how the leverage measures over the 3-year period. So let's begin by entering this data. I'll not be entering the given data. And then for the ones I do calculate, like EBIT and income, net income, I'll be calculating those. Calculate net income. We do the income before income taxes minus the provision for income taxes. And then we just drag that over so we don't have to keep repeating the formulas. But these just highlight our intermediary calculations. It's a little cleaner just so we know what we solved, what we're working on, what we're using. All right, well, the first question is calculate the degree of operating leverage for each year. So in that case, we're just gonna go down here and add it. Make it cleaner, right? Sweet. Ugh. So revenue minus variable cost. You want and then so that minus that, and then we're going to divide that by our EBIT. And that's going to give us our degree of operating leverage, which is 1.366 for the 2018. And we just go ahead and drag that over. And we can get the next 2 years solved. That brings us to the next part. We're going to find the degree. Excuse me. Oh, and then we can abbreviate this as D DFL for degree of financial leverage, right? Uh, this one will take more calculations. Uh, This one's basically taking EBIT over EBIT again minus interest minus the preferred dividends over the one minus tax rate. And that'll ultimately give us the DFL. It's kind of a long formula, but not too bad. Minus interest expense. Oh, it's already did that. Um, for dividend over one minus the tax rate, which is 25 here. Close that double parentheses. Oh, negative. Let's see what I did wrong. Not sure. I'm seeing. There we go. I had messed up the parentheses. Drag that on over. So again, we have EBIT over the EBIT minus the interest expense minus preferred dividend over the one minus the tax rate, which gives us the DFO. Gonna go ahead and move on to the next one that they want us to calculate, and that's gonna be degree of combined. And this one's as simply as multiplying DOL times DFL to give us the combined leverage and really give us the an overview of what how the company's been doing. Let me just format these to oh, alrighty. Well, in this case, we move on to the next part where we create the line chart. It's a pretty complex line chart, depending on which one you want to use to just show the various leverages measures that we've calculated here. For all three, DOL, DFL, and DCL. So I'm just gonna just so we can create the line chart, I'm gonna rewrite the data here. This, so just format that, see how it looks. That's all right. Um, all right, now that we have that, we're gonna create our chart. So let's just insert. Let's move my camera so I can see. Oh, this is where we can be creative with it depending on the needs. In this case, we're gonna do straight line with markers. Let's see, stacked line, no, line with markers. Sweet, 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 sweet. Let's change that to Siemens food. We can do like 2018 to 2020 just so we can get a good title in there. I love how it's already color coded. In that case, I am going to just so we can differentiate them a little better. Hmm. Yeah. Sweet, sweet, sweet. This completes our modeling that we've created. This is crucial because these degree of operating leverages, financial leverage, and combined leverages really give us a sense of the volatility in a firm, comparing it to the market, whether it were to dip or not. In this case, all three leverages are trending downward, which is good because that just shows that the CM Food company is becoming more financially stable, or safer, as you want to call it. Even though their revenue is growing, their sensitivity to this economic swings decrease, so the volatility is not as deep. Basically, if there were to be a dip in sales, it wouldn't be the biggest chaos for them. Here we can see too how our degree of combined leverage has changed between the 3 years. So in 2018 it was at 1.68, and then in 2020 it was at 1.58. Um, this shows that it's less volatile. EBIT grew while interest expense and preferred dividends stayed the same, which is good. That's what a company usually wants. It's good when you're fixed and interest expense stay constant and your EBIT grows. That's what one wants, to become more financially safer and less risk to market falls. So yeah, this is a good way of getting that 2 cents. Thank you very much.